Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back into Page High School for Game 2 of our broadcast doubleheader tonight of Northland basketball, and it's presented by Choice Broadband. Welcome back to Page High School. It's the Devil's Den, they call it, the Sand Devils, hosting the Snowflake Lobos on tonight's broadcast of Northland basketball. And we're thrilled to have been able to make the trip for you tonight here, all the way up to Page. Those people watching back home for the Snowflake Lobos, and of course all across northern Arizona with our coverage of Northland basketball. Thanks for being out there with us. There's other games as well going on that are important out there, and I certainly want to get some updates as soon as we can on the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Chinle Wildcats taking on each other. The Page Sand Devils, the Snowflake Lobos in this broadcast of girls basketball. They flip the game sometimes here in Page. The girls play in the primetime game here, the second game, and we'll tip off here in just a moment. But first, it looks like it's going to be
like to welcome you
the national anthem.
And this basketball team. We, the students, ask you to watch and cheer for your team in the spirit of good sports.
And they're doing some preliminary announcements, which will give us a chance to get a couple of things squared away, make sure our book is right. The Sand Devils they've brought up some JV players. They're playing without 5 of their top 7 kids in rotation. And let's see here. We do have a girls' halftime score.
Today, Page Unified School
from the great Leonard Keone. So you take a look at head coach Mike Brogan, the Snowflake Lobos. Halftime score in Chinle, the Holbrook girls trailing Chinle 26-12. The Lady Wildcats in front 26-12. In a moment, the national anthem. You see everybody is ready for it. Been holding in abeyance for the national anthem for a moment or two.
All the way from Montana by Calla Smith.
Time for the national anthem, as said. Well, we missed the last 2 notes of the national anthem, but it was delivered via FaceTime all the way from Montana, and I think you got a little shot there, didn't we? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Never have I ever seen it done like that. That's pretty cool. Hey, that's Lemuel right there. I don't know him, but that's Lemuel. That's one of the all-time greats, I guess, at Page High School right here, this guy. Don't know him. 26-12, Chinle. Wait, hold on. I do have a halftime score. Coach Brogan is definitely interested. 26-12, Chinle at halftime. There's Mike Brogan, the Snowflake head coach. Hey, he's going to keep an eye on all that stuff, and he wants to know what he's got going on, what he's got to contend with in the 3A East. Holbrook in the East.
And now,
Winslow in the East.
For the Lobos.
Hey, guess who else is in the East, in the 3A East? The Alchesay Falcons have returned to the 3A East. You got to love that. Snowflake starting lineup being announced. Raya Denhalter right there, jersey number 1 for the Lady Lobos. Also in the lineup for Snowflake today, Kennedy Stewart. Starting tonight for Snowflake as well, Taylor Hancock in their lineup. Here's number 10, Nicole Hips, getting her name announced. And then the final starter is Renelle West, Renelle number 24. And the Lady Lobos are ready to go. There's your high 10. The high 10 handshake. Now who else we got? Oh, we got the Page Sand Devils, don't we? Because that's where we are. We're at the Devil's Den for this broadcast. Remember, Page is playing very underhanded. Not underhanded, that's the wrong. Understaffed is what they are because they've got injured players. Taylor Franklin has been announced. Lalora Yazzie is in the starting lineup for the Sand Devils. Also, Sarah Martinez, right there, number 15. Sarian Begay is one of the starters, number 33. And then the final starter is Lekara Yazzie, number 45. And I have a great t-shirt that I'm wearing here right now as you watch the Sand Devils do their traditional meeting. They've been doing that for years. I don't know what they call it, but how about a shot over here, Derek? You can see, you can get my t-shirt one more time here. I'm going to proudly wear this Christmas gift right here that I have. It's a Page Sand Devils t-shirt, and on the back here, you can't really see it from the distance, but this is on the back. It's a t-shirt up here on the Navajo reservation. These individuals, these players, they make t-shirts. Well, those two sisters out there, Lalora Yazzie and Lekara Yazzie, they have this t-shirt put together. They sell them, and they make money with their t-shirts. Fans from across the Navajo Nation will buy those t-shirts. There's Lalora right there. And she came up before the game and presented me and Derek with our own personal t-shirts. And I just want to say a big thank you to Lalora and Lekara, the entire Yazzie family. Much appreciated. I love the shirt, and I'm wearing it now. Now I'm an objective broadcaster. So, I'm here to wish both teams here the best of luck and to celebrate with the winners. That's what we do at the Sports Zone, by the way, and sometimes people get a little bit rubbed the wrong way on that. We celebrate with the winners. If your team is winning the game and they're pulling away at the end, you're going to find that the energy of the broadcast is going to celebrate that team. Just like we saw in the boys' game earlier with the Sand Devils getting that big run at the end of the game and pulling ahead, and they got a double figures lead, and it became all about the Sand Devils really down the stretch right in those final moments. It's not going to be a somber broadcast as you watch Renelle West turn around with the one-hander and a very nice shot to open up the scoring in this one. Snowflake leads 2-0, but I want to explain that for people who sometimes feel like, we might be slighting their team. We're not giving their team the love. Listen, the team that's winning, the team that is pulling away and having the success is going to get that energy from the broadcast at the end of a ball game. They're going to get interviewed. Coaches and players of the game will get interviewed in our post game. We celebrate with the winners as we go along here, and it doesn't mean that we don't love all the teams equally, because we do. Whether they're from the White Mountains or the Navajo Nation, we love these teams that we get to cover. As you watch Lekara Yazzie get her first points of the game, and the first points of this one for the Lady Sand Devils. We're tied at 2. But I just thought that, an explanation was in order. Also want to mention that you're listening live in the White Mountains on Mix 98, KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio, on radio all across the White Mountains. So thanks for being with us on our radio broadcast. And if you want to watch the live video, go to the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. By the way, please like our YouTube channel. So if you're watching and you haven't liked it yet, subscribe to it. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It gives you all the updates on when we're broadcasting live anyway. Plus, you get other good I guess would say benefits by anytime you subscribe to a channel, and it helps us a lot as well. So if you would please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done it already, and we appreciate you doing that. Here comes a nice runner up the courts, and Nicole Hips with her first points of the game for the Lady Lobos. Very well done as she attacked that defense, went coast to coast, and was able to drop the shot in off the basket on the run. Off the glass on the run. That was well done. Well, this pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Sand Devils. They're going to lose that out of bounds. Meanwhile, Renelle West leaves the game for Snowflake, and checking in is Haley Westover. Westover now in the Snowflake lineup. And Westover has it on the angle left side. Denhalter feeds it inside to Kennedy Stewart for a turnaround, and Stewart misses that one high off the glass. Rebound to the Sand Devils. Bringing it down was Sarian Biguet. And now here's Leilora Yazzie. Bounce pass inside, looking for Lacara, and it gets tipped away by Snowflake's defense. That was Raya Denhalter. Great job by Raya to get the hands in there, and she'll be rewarded for the effort by getting a break in the game. So she'll step out of the game, and Josie Clare comes in for Snowflake. You get a look there at Coach Claw, Celeste Claw. Jump ball, and it will be Snowflakes for an inbound. Stewart to handle the duties for Snowflake. Kennedy Stewart gets the return pass in the corner. Now she'll deliver inside, and Westover's shot is no good, tipped around. Snowflake will have a follow that is good. It's Taylor Hancock in her first points of the game, and the Lobos out to a 6-2 lead over the Page Sand Devils. Early on in this one at Page. Yazzie attacking, and Leilora's left hand shot is no good. Kennedy Stewart with the rebound, and she'll dribble into front court with the basketball. Nicole Hips now right side. There's Taylor Hancock. And cutting to the basket is Kennedy Stewart, who underhanded the shot up, scooped it up there from distance to make it, but it doesn't count because she traveled first. But it looked good, didn't it? That was a good-looking effort by Stewart. Right here, you see it. Hey, makes a nice piece of the highlight film so that she can show it to college recruiters, which, by the way, is something that many of these student athletes that we've been able to cover here, whether it's basketball or football or any other sport, have been able to take advantage of and use in their efforts to go play college athletics. Josie Clare takes the long pass for Snowflake and becomes the fourth Lady Lobo to get into the scoring column. Every basket, a different Lobo. Yazzie trying to take some matters into her own hands. Dribbles, stops left of the key, and has it knocked away by Denhalter. That's the second steal of the game for Raya, at least the second I remember in the short way we've gone so far. But it's stolen back, and a one-on-one. Hips trying to defend against Yazzie, is able to keep that one away. And the follow is no good there from Makira Williams, the Sand Devils. Nicole Hips runs it the other direction, and with a made shot forces a Sand Devil timeout. How many times has the Page Lady Sand Devil team been down 10-2 in the first quarter of any game that they've ever played at home? I mean, that is a rarity right there, forcing the timeout, which we'll take as well. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare. right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Spin to the basket by Laura Yazzie to start the action out of the timeout, and she is fouled. The foul is going to go to Rennell West. That is the very first foul whistled on anybody so far, and we're 5 minutes into the game. These officials have not been too quick on the draw there with the whistles so far in the game, and Laura Yazzie gets her first point. And that's off the mark, but it's controlled by the Sand Devils. Lecara has the rebound. Swing it around left side, and Franklin will miss the three-point try. Rebounded by Laura. She's got to look at the three over the top. That's no good. Boy, the Sand Devils struggling. They're struggling. They're playing with a very young lineup. A lot of injuries, but they've got at least three of their full-time players out there. Now, there might be some illness as well. I don't know. The boys team, Snowflake turns it over right there. The boys team with illness. Lecara's going to check out. She got banged up a little bit, so she's grimacing in some pain. But she did make her way off the court. See what might be her issue, and hopefully she makes a return soon. Tyra Taditon. I don't know if I'm saying that even close to correctly. Somebody might want to help me out there on the pronunciation, but Tyra into the game. Laura steps back and tries the three. That's no good, and it's going to tip around. Snowflake will have it. Rennell West. A good job by Rennell to come up with that basketball. And now Hancock. Race into front court. Left side. Raya Denhalter's left-handed jump shot is no good. And there is Yazzie for the rebound. Laura goes up the left sideline. A little hesitation, and then into the paint it goes. And the shot is no good for Tyra. Snowflake will run it the other direction now. Kennedy Stewart off the glass, and Kennedy's got her first bucket of the game for the Lady Lobos. And they lead big, 12-3. Snowflake in front of the Page Sand Devils. 90 seconds remaining in the quarter. Sand Devils have the ball here as Taylor Franklin. But we haven't really heard from Taylor yet here in this one. I mean, she's barely handled the ball, and that leads me to believe there must be an issue with Taylor. I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe she's sick, maybe doesn't feel well. But she is a superstar. She is an absolute superstar here of Northland basketball, and capable of some unbelievable accomplishments on the floor. And yet she's really done almost nothing and handled the ball very little. I don't know if she's attempted a shot, has she? Hey, look at Raya Denhalter, the runner in the paint. It's no good, and got it back. Under a minute remaining in the quarter. 12-3, Snowflake in front of the Page Lady Sand Devils. Well, you heard Coach Brogan yelling repeatedly for the timeout, and it comes with 23 seconds on the shot clock and 46 seconds on the game clock. Well, if you're watching our broadcast, I would ask you if you would consider checking in with any scores out there, and I'm just gonna go right, and we'll go right to it. See if I can find any of your scores posted. Hey, there's Bert's. There's Roberto Flores. We got some legends of Northland basketball in the building. That guy right there is one of them. So far I don't see anything on the chat. So anybody out there got any scores to give us to report? Should have any girls games across this part of the state that have been played should all be done. As you watch Denhalter turn around and with the left hand drop it right in for Snowflake. The Lady Lobos, look at this. I mean, the boys did the same thing in their game. They are spreading it out. 6 different Lobos have scored. They lead by 11 points right now as the Sand Devils try to attack the basket. Cut off. Now a drive, and that one thrown a little wildly up there, and it's knocked out of bounds. Snowflake knocked it out. And 11 seconds remaining for the Sand Devils. No shot clock. Quarter coming to an end here. Looking for it. Inbound. Leilora deep on the right angle. And Leilora is going to attack. And she does. Shot good. Doesn't leave any time for the Lobos, but Snowflake has done a marvelous job. Held the Sand Devils to 2 field goals, and Snowflake has a 14-5 lead as we go to the second quarter. Stand by, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Hey, let's get this second quarter underway, everybody. The inbound coming up for the Sand Devils as we bring you back into Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. I'm Floyd Simmons on the call. And what in the world is that? That is weird. We got a weird graphic situation going on. Don't worry about it. Look at the 3 go up, and Leilora Yazzie connecting to start the second quarter for the Lady Sand Devils. And it's a 6-point lead for Snowflake now. Kennedy Stewart handles it. Taylor Hancock, right side Nicole Hips. And an offensive foul is called on, I think, Renelle West. She's one of those 4 starters out there for Snowflake for the second quarter. She wears number 24. Raya Denhalter, number 1 on the floor. Kennedy Stewart, number 3. Taylor Hancock is number 4. And Nicole Hips, number 10. Those are your Snowflake Lady Lobos. They lead 14-8. The Sand Devils get it back here after the second foul of the game on Renelle. And only that's the first team foul in the quarter. They reset every quarter, right? Sand Devils have not been whistled yet in the game for a foul. And only 2 fouls on Snowflake, both those on Renelle West for the game. Here's a long rebound out to Taylor Hancock. Tried to force a pass inside to Nicole Hips, and then they lost it out of bounds. Well, it's our broadcast of Northland basketball. Paige and Snowflake in this girls' showdown. Well, I don't know where they stand in the Chinley and Holbrook girls game, but at the end of the third quarter, reported about 5 minutes ago to us, Chinley in front of Holbrook 38-21 going into the fourth quarter. So thank you to Leonard Keone from our broadcast team, who did not make the trip up here with us for this broadcast. Instead, there's Jessica right there. She is not Leonard. She does not resemble Leonard. And we get our first Sand Devil foul whistled on Sarian Biguet. Little trap in the corner and a jump ball, and it should be Snowflake's ball, I do believe. And it is. The Lobos are going to have the ball. We're in the second quarter of this one here. At halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report. Thank you to our sponsoring partners like Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you, Holbrook Family Dentistry. And thank you as well to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford now a sponsoring partner of Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. So a big thank you goes out to Sholo Ford, helping make it possible for us to bring you this broadcast coverage as you get contact inside in the paint to send Kennedy Stewart to the foul line for a couple of shots. The lady that made the contact is Makira Williams. It'll be her first foul of the game. And this one is going to bounce off there for Stewart. Well, if you get a chance here, Derek, let's introduce the folks to our scoreboard operator. As you watch this one go in, we have to do our scoreboard manually. So here's me, and there is the incomparable Talia Clare, who was, in her playing days, one of Snowflake's great girls basketball athletes and other sports as well. Whatever sport she wants to play, I'm sure she is phenomenal. As you watch Lelora Yazzie, speaking of phenomenal, and that was a terrific drive and look by Lelora. Snowflake with the ball back again, but want to mention Talia Clare here, who is handling our scoreboard. There's Talia right there. So Talia is the wife of Joe Clare, the head coach of the Snowflake boys team, and more importantly, the daughter of Lynn Johnson, one of the all-time legends in Snowflake in their athletic programs with his physical therapy and training that he does. But Talia, does some stuff with us here at the Sports Zone. And not only is she just a great athlete, she's a very good analyst with some of the broadcasts she does with us. I mean, her volleyball work last year was second to none. But Talia, what I really want to mention to the folks out there is Talia makes these unbelievable ginger snaps during the Christmas holiday season, like tens of thousands of them, ginger snaps. They're unbelievable. And so Talia, I always find a way to get myself a batch of those in the holiday season somehow, some way, as you watch Raya Denhalter deliver 2 for Snowflake. And so I just want to give her a shout out because she is so multi-talented, does so many things incredibly well, and she's our friend. She's our friend here at the Sports Zone. By the way, are you done making? You're still making? You got another order? Really? I wonder how we can get in on that. You know what we'll do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. If you don't mind, and I'll pay for this, okay? But I want to, what do you call a batch? What does somebody normally order? How much? They order a dozen, 2 dozens, 1 dozen? Okay, they're incredible. Her ginger snaps are incredible. I promise you. So I'm going to order a dozen of those for us to give away, and we're going to give them away to somebody on our broadcast tonight. Okay? All right? How about that runner up there? It's going to be an offensive foul, and it does put one of those Lady Sand Devils on the floor right here. Here is Kennedy, and they're going to call that player control foul. And that's one of those really that, it could go either direction. Really could. So Kennedy gets called for her first foul. We grab a timeout, everybody, with the injured player. We hope she's okay. 4.5 till halftime and a 7-point Snowflake lead. This is Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
And we're back in from the injury timeout. And we're going to certainly hope that that young lady is okay for the Sand Devils. They missed that shot coming up the floor, and they'll inbound here as we bring you this coverage of Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband, Page and Snowflake. And we've got a whistle and a personal foul. And it looks like Sarian Begay commits her second foul of the game for the Sand Devils. We're back to it. Snowflake 17, Page 10. Kennedy Stewart the turnaround. That one's off the mark, but there is Snowflake for the rebound and a putback try by Haley Westover, but unable to make that shot. And then a whistle after the Sand Devils came up with it, and I just think that's going to be out of bounds off Snowflake. So here comes the inbound, and let me give a shout out to, well, we mentioned Talia Clare, our scoreboard operator here for the game broadcast. Thank you to Talia for surrendering some of her personal time to do this. And but apparently her mom is out there listening, because she said that I deserve some cookies or something for some comments a little while ago as you watched Josie Clare make the shot. Hey, that's the freshman right there, is the daughter of our scoreboard operator here, Talia Clare. So Josie, good job. And the grandma then, who is Paula Johnson, back home is watching. Well, Paula, you deserve a shout out because you're pretty amazing yourself. So, Paula, thanks for being out there in the audience. And thanks for having such an awesome daughter. Okay? And you know what? Some pretty awesome other kids as well. You know, did a pretty good job, those Johnsons did. Here's the ball in the paint that's tied up. And it'll be a jump ball, and let's see, inbound for the Sand Devils. Coming up, Taylor Franklin right there. Taylor, what? There's got to be something. There's got to be a story there on Taylor. I don't know what's going on, but Taylor is clearly not herself tonight. You watch this one right there. Okay, so, by the way, Lakara Yazi right there. She did not give the ball to the official. She kind of threw the ball in the general direction, but not to the official, and just now got a warning for delay of game. Here comes the inbound. Franklin throws it in underneath. It's Yazi for the attempt, and she is fouled for 2 shots. Snowflake will send her there. The lady that does it is Josie Clare. Now, do I say Josie or Josie? Josie, like Boise State. You know, the people up there are going to get mad if you call them Boise. It's not Boise State. And that's, by the way, a pretty good football team. It's Boise. And this is Josie. Got it. And that's Lekara at the line. Free throw good. She dips, and good on the second try as well. 19-12, our score. Snowflake in front of Page. Northland basketball. Our sponsors include Holbrook Family Dentistry and Sholo Ford as well. That might have been the pivot foot that went up there. The official let it slide, and the pass inside, it's tipped away, knocked out of bounds. And it's back to the Sand Devils. Raya Denhalter returns to the floor for Snowflake. She joins Taylor Hancock. Rennell West is out there. Kennedy Stewart on the floor. And Josie Clare in the game. And the 5'10" freshman gets out there and helps force the ball out of bounds off of the Sand Devils. Her mere presence right here helps to make sure that Snowflake gets possession of the basketball. And here it comes. Kennedy Stewart walks it into front court. Taylor Hancock, now Josie. There's Rennell West. 15 on the shot clock, and Stewart will throw the runner up in there. It's no good. Tips around, down into the hands of Leilora Yazzie and the Sand Devils. And she'll force a pass inside that Denhalter is able to tip away. Boy, I really like Raya Denhalter's athleticism. She is just fast. She's got great instinct, knows just where to be on the floor, and you find her doing that all the time in the passing lanes, breaking stuff up. And again, the speed. Is she a track athlete? Is she a sprinter? She's a jumper. Okay, that would make a lot of sense, too. I mean, jumper's explosive, and but just such a good athlete for Snowflake, and she'll come up with a loose ball right there and walk it into front. I love it when these athletes, they make a play on cue. And you know what? She might have taken the extra step right there. We don't care. No whistle. Rebound, Sand Devils. 1:54 remaining in the second quarter. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break. Sand Devils to Yazzie in the paint. And Leilora's going to reverse directions and spin up there and try to make the shot. It won't go in. Sand Devil struggles. Continue in this one. They have only managed to produce 12 points. Snowflake in front, 19-12. Rennell West at the high post. This is Nicole Hips, and now there's Raya Denhalter. Raya throws it up there off the glass with the left hand. What a good-looking shot by Raya. You know something about the Snowflake team, a number of the girls, they love the runner. There's a lot of that going on. They throw the runner up there from 5 to 8 feet out there. This one, after a steal by Taylor Hancock, unable to convert the transition. And so the Sand Devils will take advantage of that and add 2 on their end. It's Lacara's got 6 in the game, and the other 8 points for the Sand Devils belongs to her sister, Leilora Yazzie. We got 35 till halftime, 35 seconds that is. Denhalter, ill-advised, and you know what? That was a little bit of help from Makaira Williams. She was able to kind of partially block that. Turnaround, no good. Hips again on the follow. That's off the back iron. That'll tip around. We got 18 seconds left in the half, and it's Raya Denhalter hanging out inside the paint and getting the shot to go for the Lobos. They lead Page 23-14 in this girls' game, down to 15 seconds till halftime. And, no, I'm sorry. Our clock was a little bit off the game clock, just slightly. Oh, it got stuck. It's not catching up. Okay, we got it. We got a problem. You know what that is? That's our switcher. It's just like it's tired and it's acting weird because our operator is doing a great job. Talia Clare is our operator, and she's doing a great job. And here's Leilora Yazzie blocks the Nicole Hips shot from way downtown and ends the half like that. All right, I'm not going to blame our operator because she's phenomenal, and she makes these incredible ginger snaps, and I want to make sure I get my Christmas ginger snaps, don't you know, because they are really amazing. If you, look, you need to contact this lady, Talia Clare. Her name is Talia Clare. She can be found. Find her on Facebook, whatever, and order some ginger snaps from her. I don't know if you have time to make everybody else's. How many of you made so far?
Well, I don't know what I have done this year, but last
Yeah.
year I made 782.
You made 782 dozen? 782 dozen. That's almost 10,000 cookies last year. You don't know how many you've made so far this year?
I don't count until the end of the year.
You don't bother counting till it's all done. Okay. What if you were to guess?
I mean, by this time I'm usually
Make some noise.
Right around what? 500 or 600. Dozen. And so you're still taking orders. Get a hold of Talia Clare. Look for her on the Facebook. You can find her there and contact her. I promise you want to get your hands on these amazing ginger snaps. So there's that. And meanwhile, I don't know what's going on, but you got a bunch of dudes, I think dads and others. This is the cheerleading squad now? These guys taking over the cheerleading for Paige? Well, I got some stuff going on here at halftime, everybody. What's that? Huh? Kevin, yeah, Kevin, a guy that will take over our scoreboard for the second half. Kevin is in there. We might as well stay for just a moment longer and see what the see what these fellas have cooked up here. Hey, there's Tyree Stingley in front. And they got a little choreography going. And these are like some of these guys. I think the more mature men out there are the fathers of the cheerleaders. Got a kick line. It's not a good one. We've got some heavy metal going. You got some cartwheels. You got some real athleticism. Some real athleticism. This is precious. The madness continues, everybody. It's halftime. 23-14, the lead right now for the Snowflake Lady Lobos over Page. The decimated Page Sand Devils. They've got 5 of their top 7 ladies in their rotation are injured, not able to play tonight, and it's showing out there. Congratulations to Snowflake for the work they're getting done. Raya Denhalter in particular. We'll look at all that here, break it down on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report here in just a moment, everybody. Northland basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. Stand by.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first-half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime. Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first-half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Well, I got to tell you, we're having some real issues here, and we beg your pardon on things as we try to get back on track. We have technical problems, but that won't stop me from saying thank you to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, the presenting sponsors of our halftime report. Thank you to Choice Broadband, the presenting sponsors of Northland basketball. And thank you as well to the good people at Holbrook Family Dentistry and Sholo Ford. And we'll go through our breakdown on the halftime report right now. Snowflake in front, 23-14. If you're listening on our live radio broadcast across the White Mountains, you're listening on Mix 98, KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio. And thanks for being there. Well, Snowflake got out early, and they have stayed out in front of the Sand Devils this entire way. Raya Denhalter had a great first half, 8 points to lead the scoring for Snowflake. They've got a lot of ladies involved in this one. Josie Clare, freshman in the game with 4 points. And teammate Nicole Hips has 4 points. Also in the game, 3 points for Kennedy Stewart, 2 points for Taylor Hancock, and 2 points for Rennell West. Those are your Snowflake totals. Gummy worms, or what are they? Is that what they are? Oh, man. I love it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it here in a minute. Gummy worms, are they sour? Are they like sour? Okay. Yeah, let's throw one in right now while I do the Page Sand Devils. So I got a sour gummy worm. Oh, yeah. It's sour. Oh, yeah. Grown man with sour candy. Always a great combination. Sand Devils only got scoring out of the two sisters. Lalora Yazzie with 8 points and Lakara Yazzie with 6 points. Remember, Sand Devils have some injuries, and that's having some effect tonight. But that lady right there, you just saw inbound the pass. Taylor Franklin, got to find out what's happening with her, because Taylor just does not seem like herself. Very much not herself. So, don't know what's up. We want to find out. Meanwhile, it is halftime on this one, and I got a very sour piece of candy in my mouth, and that's just fine. We're going to grab our final timeout and return with the second half in a moment. Wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Everybody, don't go anywhere. Second half begins right after this. Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash, and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Back in, everybody. Welcome back to Page High School. The second half about to begin here on our broadcast of Northland basketball. It's brought to you by Choice Broadband. You know what? Derek needs to run over and just ask one of the coaches on the Page sideline. Derek needs to ask one of the Page coaches if Taylor's okay. Maybe she's playing ill. She's got, because some of the players on the boys team, they're playing with illness. You know, there's a sickness, I don't know, the flu or something is going around out here in this part of the country. And Taylor's just not herself, you know? She is just not her normal self. As we begin the second half, I mentioned those amazing ginger snap cookies that Talia Claire makes. Talia operated our scoreboard in the first half here for us. She's from Snowflake, and she makes these amazing cookies. Remember, over 700 dozen cookies last year, and she's got, I don't know how many, she said over 500 dozen probably already this year, and she's still taking orders. You can go onto her Facebook page, Talia Claire, Taliaclare, and you can find her and order these amazing ginger snap cookies. And they're amazing. I've been getting them every year, and I'm getting more this year because they're phenomenal. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to, if you would like to get into a little drawing, and we'll draw somebody's name here at the end of our broadcast here in the second half. If you'll go into our live chat of our YouTube channel, and you will do this. I'm going to ask you to do this. I'm going to ask you, as we watch Snowflake get a steal and a finish out there. I'm going to ask you, what's the all-time greatest Christmas gift you've received? This is like the Hallmark Channel here. You know, we're going to touch your heart, okay? As Lakara Yazi is able to get the Sand Devils' first points of the third quarter. And it's 25-16. Advantage Snowflake. So, on our live chat of the broadcast on the Sports on Radio YouTube channel, go on there and tell us your favorite ever as you watch Rennell West with a bucket for Snowflake. Tell us your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received. What was that thing? There's Sarah Martinez, becomes the first non-Yazi sister to score in the game for the Sand Devils right there with that bucket. So let's see. Cameron says, spending time with my family was the greatest gift ever. Boy, what a great answer. I'm telling you, it's the Hallmark Channel here, baby. We're going to start to shed a tear or two. Lakara outside. Into the hands for a moment with Sarian Begay, but she'll give it up to Lelora Yazi. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sarah Martinez back to Begay. 5 seconds. Lelora going to have to attack and going to have to force one, and she does. And, well, she almost made it. Just did beat the shot clock violation. Rebound Snowflake, and here it comes. So tell us your favorite all-time Christmas gift, and we're going to have a dozen. We're going to give you a dozen of Talia Claire's world-famous ginger snaps. And speaking of, bringing a tear to your eyes, those ginger snaps will bring a literal tear to your eyes. Rennell West has 3 personal fouls in the game now for Snowflake. There's Talia right there. Those 2 young men. Talia will provide, and the Sports Zone will deliver your cookies. Okay. It's a bounce pass in. That's taken away. Raya Denhalter. Who else for Snowflake, man? She is. I mean, they've all been playing well, but Raya has been superb today. Let's see. Cameron says that Corey and Tyler Small Canyon from the Monument Valley High School football team are my brothers. That's fantastic. And the Tony native says, let's go. Lobos, let's go. Lobos. Oh, I see. Let's go, Lobos. Let's go. I get you now. There was a capital B in the middle of it, and that threw me off. Threw me off for a second. So tell us on the live chat your favorite Christmas gift ever. How about that runner? I told you in that first half, the Snowflake team, that's like a signature shot of theirs, is the runner. They get into the paint, move into the basket, throw it up off the glass, shot. Invariably, it's going in. And Taylor Hancock on that last one. Here's a rebound for Denhalter, and she will run into Begay, but no whistle. Ball loose. Lelora Yazi, 1 on 3, and she's got the shot. Well done. Going up against that Snowflake defense and multiples of them getting back on that play. Brian Mowers out there says his favorite gift ever for Christmas was my favorite box of cereal. A box of my favorite cereal. Seriously? What was that favorite box of cereal? Was it Frosted Flakes? Used to love some Frosted Flakes back in the day. Some Fruit Loops back in the day. Hey, if that we might not have colored Fruit Loops for very much longer. Timeout is taken by Snowflake. We'll have to grab a timeout as well, everybody. We'll be back in a moment. 29-20, the lead for Snowflake. This is Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Beeman Well Drilling is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio and the Friday Night Football Show, and they give support to each and every school and team in the White Mountains. Just like Sports Zone Radio, Beeman Drilling has the kind of experience that makes them the best at what they do. Paul Wyatt is the guy to talk to, and he'll take your call anytime, day or night, 537-1031. Or better yet, call him right on his cell phone, 928-205-7647. This football season, go deep with Beeman Drilling.
Okay, back into it. About 3.5 remaining in the third quarter. Snowflake 29, Page 20, Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice Broadband. They work the ball inside and shovel it to Lakarayazi for a Sand Devil 2-point bucket. Sand Devils getting a little run going. Here's a 17-footer for Denhalter. It's no good, and it's out of bounds off of the Sand Devils. See, somebody out there says, my grandpa would give us the annual treat, a large peppermint stick, box of cordial cherries, and socks. Always the best. Miss it. Many years now. That is a very traditional kind of gift, isn't it? From the old days, from when all of us were kids. You got some gifts like that. Here's a bounce pass inside from Yazi. She gets that one into Makaira Williams, but she can't make her shot. Nicole Hips racing up the floor now. Back outside. Hancock. Kennedy Stewart now. Kennedy will drive and have it ripped away by Williams. Makaira with a good defensive play, anticipating that ball coming up and got her hands in there to rip it away for the Sand Devils. 29-22. Lakaira now back outside. And Sand Devils lose it out of bounds. Sarah Martinez couldn't quite hold on to it. Let's see. Somebody out there said beanie, cap, and gloves for Christmas. Favorite gift ever. Natoni native is watching from Montana. Montana. Raya Denhalter. And a blocking foul is whistled on Snowflakes. On the Sand Devils, Leilora Yazi. That'll be her first foul of the game. And an inbound play on the way for the Snowflake Lobos. Each team, one team foul. With 2:22 remaining in the third quarter. Inbound. And Renell West delivers for the Lobos. The shot is good. 31-22. And a timeout taken from the Sand Devil bench. Coach Claw to take that one. We'll be back in a moment, everybody. It's Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
31-22 is our score here from the Devil's Den. The Page Sand Devils hosting the Snowflake Lobos. Northland basketball. This is brought to you by Choice Broadband. Inbound pass for the Sand Devils is broken up, and Renell West has it. She'll show some ball handling skills up the floor. And as she brought it up, Coach called a very quick timeout. We're going to stay here with it. Might need to grab one more timeout before end of regulation, but we're going to stay here through the timeout right here. We're good. Good to go. Stay here. Okay. Let's see. On the way, by the way, broadcast-wise, we'll be back to Page again next Monday. Sand Devils will host Pinion. So you Pinion Eagles out there, if you're watching, if you're listening, keep it in mind. Know that we'll be here. It'll be our first chance to see Pinion in a very long time. We have covered the Eagles previously in tournament play, but never have we ever covered a regular season game featuring the Pinion Eagles with Northland basketball. So, kind of a big deal, and we look forward to it. And if you know somebody with Pinion, make sure they know, make sure they understand that they get the spotlight with the Sports Zone here at Page next Monday night. Let's see, somebody out there. Oh, Derek Simmons, our producer, said, Red Ryder BB gun with my 1-year subscription of the Jelly of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving all year long. He thinks he's funny, and we're going to let him think that. Let's see. Who else? We're asking you your favorite gift you've ever received. By the way, Leah Daniels out there as you watch Snowflake working into Rennell West. The hook shot no good. And ultimately, the Sand Devils have it. Laylora Yazzie is going to race out of there with it. Laylora reversing, and then delivering toward the middle. Nope, threw it away. And that is Kennedy Stewart for Snowflake up the floor, and Kennedy finishing right-handed this time. We got 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Snowflake's lead is back up to 11 points. Let's see, somebody out there, Leah Daniels said, watching from South Korea. Says, happy to see the Sand Devils go number 15. Number 15, of course, is Sarah Martinez. Snowflake with the ball in the corner. Kennedy Stewart spots up, and that's going to be off the front iron. No good. Tip down, controlled by Sarian Bigay. The Sand Devils under a minute now remaining in the third quarter. Let's see, Larry Titus. We know Larry Titus. He says, a hug and an I love you from my grown-up kids. Isn't that the best ever? Especially when they initiate. Run it up the floor. Josie has a bucket for Snowflake. Josie Clare right there. Larry Titus is watching from Frederick, Maryland. Well, Larry, did you move to Maryland? And I would be interested in the backstory on the move to Maryland. As the ball goes inside, the assist from Laylora Yazzie to Lekara Yazzie. And Lekara is continuing to contribute big. She's got 12 in the game for the Sand Devils. Down by 11 again. And 10 seconds on the game clock. Shot up, right side. No good for Claire. Rebound, 2 seconds. Laylora got a shoot from half court, got it away, and that's just going to come up shy. Just shy as Gunter Kraus lets us know he's watching from Germany. Thanks for being with us from Germany. We'll grab a timeout, everybody. Fourth quarter on the way. Snowflake in front. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
35-24, that's the advantage for Snowflake over Page right now. This broadcast of Northland Basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. Welcome back in, everybody. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call. We're asking you on our live chat to tell us your favorite ever Christmas gift you've received. as we get ready to bring you the fourth quarter, this Page versus Snowflake showdown of Northland basketball. And our friend here, Kevin Anderson, who's operating the scoreboard for us here in the second half, he works at the middle school here in the Page Unified School District. And I asked him during the break right there what his all-time favorite Christmas gift was, and he says probably the 22 rifle that he got as a child that he still has, and still has the original carrying case for it. So he took care of that precious gift that he got from your parents. You get it from your parents? From your dad? Yeah. That is cool. This is the guy right there. It's Kevin Anderson. There's our guy. Are you a dead shot? Are you just no? Not a great shot. Are you one of those guys that's right-handed, but your dominant eye is your left hand? You know, one of my sons is like that. It's crazy. Watch him shoot a gun. It's just ridiculous. Back to the action here. Well, it took a while, didn't it? And Taylor Franklin finally delivers something for the Sand Devils. That's the first scoring of the game for Taylor. She is capable of so much more. Is she ill tonight, or is there just some other thing that's slowing her down? I don't know, but just you expect to see a lot. Nicole Hips gets something done. And then there's Taylor again. So Taylor goes on back-to-back possessions for the Sand Devils. She delivers something there for her team. And Taylor Hancock is going to try that in the paint there. It's no good. After the rebound, a Snowflake foul. And it's Nicole Hips. They say. Nicole picking up her first foul of the game. Oh, got some scores out there. We got a final score in the girls. Let's see, the girls game. Chinley versus Holbrook. Chinley did end up beating Holbrook 59-31 in the girls game. And in the boys game at the end of the first quarter, it's Chinley 13, Holbrook 7. And there's a travel whistle. Nicole Hips took that extra step. Cameron checking in saying Pinion needs to bring their high-energy game on Monday. Message will be relayed to the coaches. There you go, Cameron. Let them know. Let the kids know. Let the coaches, let the fans know. And then we look forward to bringing the broadcast and seeing Pinion. Al Smith says, my grandma forgot me for Christmas, and she noticed during the gift exchange my couple dollars she gave me meant the world. Isn't it amazing how something so small can be so meaningful? Offensive foul. And it's Taylor Franklin who tried to set a screen right there. Hey, there's our friend Kendrick Yazzie, Mike. And he's partly responsible, and maybe considerably responsible, for the fact that we got these great Page Sand Devil t-shirts tonight that honor his sisters, Leilora and Lakara. And I got to tell you, I love my t-shirt. What a great gift. Where do we stand with our timeouts? Can we hold through here? Hold through here right now, or take one? Take one. Okay, back in a moment, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Well, you see it right there. Kennedy Stewart racing up the floor. Slams that one up there in the corner. And the officials don't want to try to jump up and tip it. Don't ask me why. They'll use the basketball to get the work done. Here it is, and there it stays. Into this fourth quarter, 5:26 remaining in regulation. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Our broadcast of Northland basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. Thank you as well to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford jumping on the bandwagon that is Northland basketball this year. Join us for the season. Snowflake on the road here, taking on the Page Sand Devils in this broadcast of Northland basketball. Kennedy Stewart at the free throw line for the Lobos. And Kennedy's got the first one. Let's see if she can deliver the second. Two big makes at the line as the Snowflake Lobos, who've led throughout the game, try to hold on to this one in the fourth quarter. Sand Devils making a little bit of a move right here. They had gotten it down right there to 6 points, and it's back to 6 again, and maybe even 5. As Leilura Yazzie goes inside, gets the shot, and the foul. Rennell West, 4 fouls on her in the game now. And you'll see the spin into the contact. And a great job to go between the defenders right there and get the bucket out of it. So this is a really big free throw shot. Sand Devils doing what they can, playing short-staffed with injuries lately. And Leilura's shot is short of the mark. Nicole Hips for Snowflake. To Kennedy Stewart at the top of the key. Monument Valley girls have beaten Blue Ridge 60-31 is the report from Dalton. Thanks, Dalton. 60-31. Here's a shot. It's no good. Sand Devil rebound. Lacara has it. Now Leilura with it. Stops on the right angle. She's open for a distant three, but doesn't choose it. Sends it inside to Lacara, who overshoots. And rebound back to the Lobos. Larry Titus out there says he's in Maryland serving a mission for the LDS Church. Well, Larry, I hope you're well. I hope the family's well, and you remain one of my all-time favorites, dude. Here's a foul on Lacara. So that'll be her second personal of the game. Anybody out there want to try to win some of these, a dozen of these amazing Ginger Snap cookies that will deliver, the Sports Zone will deliver? If you'd like to win some, win a batch, we'll do a drawing. For anybody that will answer the question on our YouTube live chat, answer the question, what's your all-time favorite Christmas gift that you've received? That is going to be a lane violation. So it doesn't count. First one. Got a little excited on the first free throw. Forgot it wasn't, there is no 1-and-1. This is a Haley Westover right here. Now Haley, now this one's going to be live. However, you can't go before it hits the iron, Haley. So don't do it. Hey, why not just make it? So Haley gets the free throw. And Snowflake is in front by 7. Lacara, or rather that's Leilura. Outside, Martinez. No good there. Rebound Snowflake. Kennedy Stewart harassed in backcourt, but gets it away. And gets it back from Hancock. Somebody said Tuba City's Lady Warriors have beaten Winslow 62-31. Thank you, Dion, for that. Inside to Kennedy, and a nice little baby hook lefty. Turn around, drop it in there for the Lobos. Kennedy having a good game. She is the first Lady Lobo to get into double figures now. 11 points in the game for Kennedy, and a timeout. Do we need one? I can't remember. We got to take one. We'll grab a timeout, everybody. Stand by. Northland basketball. It's brought to you by Choice Broadband.
Around the holidays, it's nice to hear a little jingle. You probably know the Mountain Mobile Autoglass jingle, and this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we're giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 right before Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
With your insured windshield, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or choose a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 cash and again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas drawing.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Call Mountain Mobile Autoglass and Tint today.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Autoglass Cashback. Woohoo!
Hey, we're back, everybody. Back into it. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. And thank you to our sponsoring partners like Holbrook Family Dentistry. Great partners, great people, and we're ever grateful for the help they provide that makes it possible for us to do what we're doing here tonight. We weren't even planning to cover this game. Actually, we had another game on the schedule, and then circumstances prevailed against us, and we were unable to do that broadcast, so we found this one next. We decided let's go to Page and cover that game, cover the Page and Snowflake Lobos, and that decision was made yesterday, late yesterday. There's a whistle, and the basketball is Snowflakes to have here with about 3:15 remaining in regulation. See, Maggie out there says, my all-time favorite gift I received is money. LOL. Oh, that doesn't go in for Raya Denhalter. And then on the rebound, Taylor got smacked in her nose or in her eye. And then maybe on the nose. Boy, I tell you, you get hit on the nose, right? And that burning pain. Let's see here. My all-time favorite gift I received is money, says Maggie. LOL. And maybe those cookies you're talking about might be my next favorite. That is how you game the system right there. That's how you play on the heartstrings of the. It's, of course, it's not a judge because we're just going to draw somebody's name. But hey, maybe that'll give you some good mojo. Hey, look at this. You get hit on the nose on the other end of the floor, and you go reverse layup on your end. And 2 points for Taylor Franklin. Nicole Hips unable to make that. Denhalter rebound outside. Hips again for 3 this time. That one's no good. And it will bang around, and it goes to Page. See if there's any more scores out there. We mentioned MV, girls game, MV over Blue Ridge, 60-31. We mentioned TC over Winslow, 62-31. Same score, really? Oh, almost same score. 60-31 in the Monument Valley game. The Chinley Lady Wildcats beat Holbrook as well tonight. Lobos grab a timeout with a 7-point advantage, 42-35. We stay right here. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in regulation. Well, it's been a long day, a lot of driving, as you might expect, from Lakeside to Page. And it's going to be a long drive back home because the camera guy, our producer, Derek Simmons, did not pack a clean pair of underwear. And so... Wait, flip it inside out. Is that what you say? Is that what you do, Julio? Our technical director here, Julio, says, who are we looking at, by the way, right there? Huh? Is that somebody in particular? Or are we? Not sure who we're talking about right there. But Julio's advice is flip it inside out. So we're not staying the night here in Page, as I hoped thought we were. We're going to drive all the way home after the game. See you at home at 2:30 in the morning. Pretty classic anyway for the Sports Zone. That's what we do. We do a lot of work in the middle of the night in these long drives, those highlight packages and so on. There's a lot of work that gets done while we're driving home, but the problem is it's the Tuba City Rapids, right? Is that what we call it? The Tuba City Rapids, the road that I don't know, how long is this stretch? 20, 25-mile stretch of roadway that you're driving from Page to Flagstaff on the highway there, whatever the highway number is, and you get the ripply effect of the roadway there. And that makes it tough to do any work on your computer. You know, you get a little car sickness and all that kind of stuff. The Tuba City Rapids. Oh, we're going to get some. When are they going to rebuild that road? When are they going to rebuild that road? That's got to happen. ADOT just announced that they're going to do a bunch of road work on I-40 on a couple of the interchanges that take you to Window Rock. So the one there at Houck, is it Houck or Lupton? I can't remember. We drive that all the time, and we it's like we're in a daze when we're driving out there. And I forget, whatever it is. I guess Lupton maybe. But they're going to do, I think in 2 years, they're going to redo that whole interchange out there. And that'll be good. That's much needed for sure. But I can tell you it's going to be about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of misery trying to navigate that whole area when they're doing the work. But that's the price of civilization, isn't it? Rebound, Denhalter. The putback is good. Raya. Tough. Double figures now, 10 points in the game for Raya. Here's one from downtown that won't go for the Sand Devils. That might be the last gasp right there because Snowflake will do what they can to burn down most of the shot clock, I think. 28 on the shot clock. As I say it, why not just get 2 instead? When you see an opening, go for it. And Kennedy Stewart takes it all the way to the bank right there. Cashes it in, and she's got 13 in the game. Her teammate, Raya Denhalter, has 10 points for Snowflake, 6 points for a trio of Lady Lobos. Renelle West has 6. Nicole Hips and Josie Claire also have 6 points for the Lobos. On the other side, a pair of ladies in double figures. That'd be the sisters, Lelora Yazzie and Lekara Yazzie. They each have 12 points to lead the scoring for the Sand Devils. Inside the final minute of this one, time to start thinking about the Sports Zone's player of the game, everybody. It's going to be brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. You got a last few seconds before the broadcast ends to comment on our YouTube live chat and tell us your favorite Christmas gift ever. Your favorite Christmas gift ever. And I see that message from you, Larry Titus. Thanks, Floyd, for all the good you and your crew do for the athletes and students across Arizona. Very much appreciated. It's a privilege, Larry. It's a privilege. God has blessed us with the privilege. And so long as he wills to privilege us in this way, I will be ever grateful to have it. 45 seconds remaining here on the inbound for the Sand Devils. At the top of the key, Lelora pulls up, and it's short. And it's Kennedy Stewart again on the rebound, and that should be an intentional foul right there. We're going to get a foul on Sarah Martinez. The official there was very gracious not to call what he could have called. He could have called the intentional foul on that grab by Martinez. Inbound. Look at that steal by Lelora. Oh, and she wrapped the pass back to her teammate. That should have gone in for Williams. What a play. Never quitting, never stopping out there. Laura is one of the best you're going to find across the state. Let's see, Ty says a bicycle. Bicycle was the best gift ever received. And B. Chi says, thank you, Floyd. Going live from Page, doing a good job. Well, that credit goes to our production team. Our technical director is Julio K. Our camera operator upstairs is Jessica K. The husband-wife team. And rebound and basket for Renelle West. 48-35. Well, we'll talk to our Sports Zone player of the game here momentarily. And for the Lady Lobos, the votes are in. And it's Kennedy Stewart right there. She's got the basketball in her hands. She is the Sports Zone's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Final buzzer. And this one's done. Big thank you. Kevin Anderson, the guy next to me who's did our scoreboard operation for us tonight. I owe you. We want to take care of you on that. So can I get your contact information, please? All right. Well, okay, but we're going to get you something there, okay? So thank you. Thank you for that. Hey, there's Andy Wood behind us. Hey, Andy. How's it going, Coach? Great to see you, man. What brings you up here? Oh, right on. You got a son. You keep, every time I turn around, I got a son playing. I got another son playing. The last one. You sure? He's the best. Andy Wood says, I'm not coaching him, so he's going to be better than all the other guys. Good to see you, man. Well, a final score here in this one tonight, 48-35. Snowflake has defeated the Page Lady Sand Devils, and we're going to get an opportunity here in just a moment to speak to our Sports Zone player of the game, and her name is Kennedy Stewart. Let me give Kennedy a headset. Well, can you hear me all right?
Yep, we're good.
All right, perfect. Here we go. Final score here tonight in the girls varsity game at Page High School. Snowflake Lobos make the long trip. They go on the road, and they have defeated the Page Lady Sand Devils 48-35, our final score. Welcome in, everybody, to our post-game coverage here at the Sports Zone. Northland basketball, and our player of the game joins us now for Snowflake. She's the player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. She led the scoring for Snowflake tonight with lucky 13 points, and her name is Kennedy Stewart. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, how was it? I mean, your team battled and fought. You got the early lead, never gave up the lead. Played well in front, which can be a challenge for teams. Tell us about your thoughts on the win tonight for Snowflake.
Right. We came in tonight knowing, they were the reigning state champs, and so we were ready. And we lost a lot of seniors this year, but we came and prepared for this game, so we were ready for it. And so I hope now that we've done this, it will give us the confidence to keep going and keep making wins.
Certainly your team played well tonight, but I feel like I've noticed an improvement even from the last time we saw you not long ago when you played at Chin Lee. There seems to be a little more going on with the team on the floor, a little more chemistry, and just the performances. Everybody feels like the ladies are starting to play their better brand of basketball. Is that fair?
Yeah. We never really played together before, so we're just getting used to things. And our Chin Lee game was a little rough, but I think we came into this game knowing what we needed to do. So we all played together better as a team, and we've been practicing that. So we came in and got that win.
Seems like a really good mix with the ladies as well. You got that great game out on the perimeter, and Nicole, plays well out there. You go inside, you got Renelle down low, but I really love the play of Raya Denhalter and what she does for your team. She's so dynamic, she's so fast, and just lightning quick, the things that she does. What do you think about the compliments of the other players on this team?
Yeah, for sure. We know no matter who we give the ball to, they can take care of it. So as me as a point guard or Nicole or Taylor, we are ready, and we can all run that position, and we can all run any position. That's why we sometimes run our 5 out. So I feel like us as a team, we're more dynamic, so we can all play all the positions, and Raya can play guard or a post, and she's really big down there, and Nicole can too. So I think we're just really versatile in that way.
Yeah, no doubt about it. there's a signature shot for this Snowflake Lobos team. There's a shot that you ladies take a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's the runner.
Yep.
The runner coming into the lane. You take that step past the free throw line and put that shot up, and that's a tough shot. You got to have just enough touch to not slam it off the glass and for it to go in. And a lot of your ladies have mastered that. Is that something that's been a point of emphasis? Or?
No, Raya being left-handed, she's just perfected that shot, and so we just try to challenge her when we're running that post. If we can't get it against Renell, so we just run that runner, and we've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah, you do it. Raya does. I've seen 4 or 5 different ladies do it really, really well for stuff. It's really working for you. Got to congratulate you. One last thing. What does it mean? What does it mean for your team with the new group as you develop into December? December's where you get to know each other, and then you start to really come together as a team in January. What does it mean for you at this point of the year to come to Page and beat the Sand Devils?
I think this is going to push us through our season, getting this big win and be able to motivate us to keep going. And we have a big game coming up against Sabine on Friday, and then next week we have Tuba City. So we have a couple big games coming up, so this will be able to fuel us to keep going and keep getting those wins.
Well, great job, you and the team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You do a great job, and I think I figured out one of the reasons why you've got such good game. Your dad was a Holbrook Roadrunner.
He was.
Your dad was a Holbrook Roadrunner. There's something about it.
Yep.
All right?
Teaching me that.
Love your dad. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy your win. There is Kennedy Stewart, everybody, the Sports Zone Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Snowflake 48, page 35. Very well done by that young lady. Good job. And now let's grab a little word from the head coach here who joins us.
Yeah, isn't she wonderful?
She's terrific. Live from Page, everybody, tonight, at least live at one point. Snowflake has defeated Page in the girls' varsity showdown. The defending state champions fall to this upstart Snowflake team by a final of 48-35. Northland basketball is presented by Choice Broadband. I'm Floyd Simmons, and the guy right there on the screen is the head coach of the Lady Lobos. Mike Brogan joins us. Coach, welcome in, and congratulations.
Hey, Floyd, thank you.
Well, you came all this way, and you had a big task in front of you. Beat a very good, a quality defending champion team. And listen, the Sand Devils just don't often find themselves on the wrong end of a score, especially at home. But your Lady Lobos did it. Congratulations. What do you attribute all this to?
Yeah, we played well. I know they're a little shorthanded tonight coming in and some things like that, but still it's a tough place to play. It's a team that's got a lot of pride, a lot of history behind it, and they expect to win every single time they come out and play. And so I think for us, I think you can see our team, right? That we don't really have one girl who stands out. We got a lot of girls that can contribute, and tonight I think we saw lots of contributions from Renell. Raya, Kennedy, Taylor Hancock did a great job guarding Franklin, as we saw her play in Sholo, and she scored 31, so we wanted to make sure she didn't get any easy shots tonight. And so everybody really bought into their role, did a really good job with that tonight. So,
it's always a tough competition in the 3A East, and boy, the last 3 or 4 years, the quality of basketball has really stepped up. What are you expecting from your Lady Lobos as you enter the formative part of your schedule, December?
Yeah, we have Nicole Hips is probably the one who had the most playing time last year, so we're fairly young and inexperienced. I think we're really talented, and we have a lot of potential. And so games like tonight, we played Chinley. We played Coolidge on Friday, who was a good squad. We have Sabino, Tancaverde here coming up. Tuba City the next couple of nights as well. And so games like that are just invaluable to us as we continue to grow and build, and girls start to understand their roles and things like that. I believe we're going to be a much different basketball team come February, and I really like where it's heading. I think we've got a lot of ball handling this year, so we'll be able to handle some more of those pressure situations. I think tonight was a really good example of that. Last 3 minutes we executed offense probably better than we did all night, and we're able to get really good shots while they up the pressure against us, and I think that speaks volumes of our ball handlers, our guard play.
Well, listen, it's not only tough to win at Page, but it's also, finding a team and having a team that plays well with the lead and keeps that lead, holds that lead. The Sand Devils got it down to 6 points in the fourth quarter. That's a point where a lot of teams can really crumble if they don't find a way to maintain their poise, and yet your team took that and they stretched it out over the final moments of the game. It had to make you proud.
Yeah, it was really good, and that's what I told them. There was one timeout late when they got it down to 6, and we had the next 2 possessions. We got 2 balls right at the front of the rim. We got a 1 out of 2 free throws, and then Kennedy had that little left-handed kind of post-up late, and then we were just able to execute. I think everything we took was inside of 10 feet for those last 3 minutes, and that's what you really want as a coach.
And to ask you about your defense, you're playing a team, a little shorthanded, but they still had Laura Yazzie out there.
Oh, she's
number
tremendous.
3.
Yeah,
she's outstanding. And they had Taylor Franklin as well, jersey number 1, and we've seen Taylor have just a phenomenal performance already this season for the team. She's one of the best players, I think, in the state, and you had to contend with that. And you held Taylor to 7 late points. She scored all her points in the fourth quarter. Defensively, your team did good work for you tonight.
Yeah, I think we did really well, and that starts with Nicole Hips on Laura Yazzie. I think she did a great job. She's such a tough guard. She's so skilled, right-handed, left-handed, shoots the ball well. And then Taylor is just so quick, and I don't think Franklin could get her shook for anything clean all night. And she works real hard, gets through screens.
Yeah.
And then our help side with Raya Denhalter, a whole bunch did a great job coming over and helping anytime we did have a down. But
before I let you go, Coach, is that camera still hot? Is that still live? No? Don't know? I see a black screen because I'm wondering if we can get a shot here. I mean, it might not be live. The reason is because I want to show you how gracious Coach Brogan is. If that thing will go live, it might be that the cover is. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so the deal is Coach Brogan is being very gracious because I'm wearing Paige Sand Devil gear here. You can see the shirt. Okay, you can see the Sand Devil shirt. It's actually a gift from our friends.
That's right.
Laura and LaCara Yazzie, the 2 sisters. And it's one of these, Coach, it's one of these traditions up here on the reservation. They make T-shirts and they give them away and they sell them. They make money on it. The kids need money for various things, and they do that. And you know what? Every once in a while they give us a free gift as well. And
well, that's wonderful. And I don't know if you guys recognize our shooting shirts or the T-shirts that we were wearing were also gifts from Paige.
Were they?
That they gave us when we got up here for the Native American week. What my mind slips there, but so we were very appreciative of that as well. And I guess you can kind of see some of them. I guess they're done. They're not going to let me talk to them, are they? But those were also gifts from Paige. So we certainly appreciate quality program up here. A lot of character. I certainly understand.
Yeah,
that.
No doubt. And I held you too long, and I apologize,
right.
Coach.
No, that's okay.
Nothing
I can say.
Go enjoy a meal on the way home with the ladies, and congratulations on your win. Okay.
Hey, thank you, Floyd. Appreciate it.
You bet. Mike Brogan there is the head coach of Snowflake. The final score in their victory over the Paige Sand Devils here tonight. The final score 48-35. Snowflake's Lady Lobos prevail and get a huge win. That's a big win for them. And that'll build a lot of confidence for the Lobos. I want to thank our entire production team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, Julio K., and on camera tonight, Jessica K., the great husband and wife team that do a great job for us here at the Sports Zone as we put all these miles on across the great Navajo Nation. I want to thank the good people as well, Megan Moore, and all the great people here at Page High School for the incredible hospitality that they extend here at the Sports Zone with our broadcast coverage. They do so much to help us out and work with us, and trust me, we could not do what we get to do without the immense help that we get from great people like Megan and the Page Sand Devil program. Until next time, I want to say good night to you and God bless you and Merry Christmas and all that good stuff, and be careful out there and stay warm. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon on the next broadcast of Northland basketball. And that's mine, actually. And until next time, that's my son's college football team right there. Is he's trying to steal my shirt there, Coach? Until next time, you have a great night, and we say so long and good night, everybody, from Page High School.